Hey, Bob. Good morning. How are you? What you doing, Bob? Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming. I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. Glad it's Saturday. Could sleep in a little while. Hmm. Raining and sleeping in here too. Yep. Hey, Food Forest Permaculture. How you doing? Good morning. Hey, Maria. Good morning, beautiful. Wishing you the best too. Thank you so much for coming. Please hit that like button, guys. Thank you. Oh boy. Well, let's see. The weather here is up and down. Um, we're in officially fall here in the Midwest, so it's a beautiful time of the year. I love fall, but my allergies are killing me. I mean, as soon as I woke up, I can feel it like all up in here. Like, oh my goodness. Fall here on the West Coast, Vancouver. Oh boy. I know it's so beautiful there. Are you being impacted by the wildfires, food forest? Yeah, yeah. I'm keeping you all in my thoughts. Hello, Square Table. How are you? Good morning. Thanks for coming. Wow, vanished for a whole week. Wow. Yeah, I've got a lot of friends on the West Coast. So, hey, David, welcome. Yeah, I've got a lot of friends on the West Coast and family. And so I've been really hearing about a lot of the challenges you guys are having with the air quality and everything. I hope that gets resolved, that they can get everything under control. So I'm just thought I would do a live. I haven't been doing my normal Thursday nights because um, of work, and I'm also remote schooling, homeschooling a 5 year old. And thank you, Bob. And so my time during the week is really super busy with dinner and working, and then keeping him on track with all of his work. He's doing really good. So that's a good thing. He actually does better. So he has to check in like at 9:30 in the morning with his teacher so he can interact with his schoolmates and his teacher. And then everything else is pretty much I mean, there's a schedule, but it doesn't really matter when. I mean, there's a flow chart of things they have to do. But I've learned, because I really am trying to be successful at this, that he does better in the evening. So after I shut down from work, get him all settled, we do most of his work because I have his full undivided attention. So that is his, what I call, optimum learning time. So as far as me streaming, I have my priorities. But I'm doing okay. Still working from home. We'll probably be working from home until the first of the year. Um, I love it. I'm saving money. And so thank you, Maria. You're so sweet. And so um, it really has worked out. It really has. And I know that I'm blessed because not everybody has that option. Hey, all in tanks. Who is that? Tiffany or Ozzy? Good morning. So hold on. I meant to get something. I'll be right back. So if you all watched my last video, I got something really cool for my birthday, and I don't have a clue as to what I'm going to do with it. So I got this for my birthday. And I have no clue as what to do with it. So if you guys want to give me some suggestions, it is, I don't even know how many gallons this is. I'm thinking it's probably it might be 5 gallons. I really don't have any clue how many gallons it is. Anybody else have one of these? Let me show you what it comes with. Show and tell, show and tell. So here's the air pump that it comes with. So it's a complete system, pretty much. Air pump. This looks like kind of like lava rock. Ginger Grace. Oh, she does? Ha ha ha. All in tanks today. Hey, GRB, welcome. Hey, Miss Southern Belle, welcome. How are you? Did I miss anyone else? This, I presume, is for something. It's outlet, might be for the filtration or something. I don't know. I think this is part of filtration. It's got something in it too. This is the light that goes on top. So it has like a little controller to control the light. And so this is the actual tank. Now this is plastic or acrylic. And this is probably part of the filtration airline system. Manual. I'm going to give you a little sample of water, conditioner, and biological booster. And then this got wet somehow. I don't know how, but it did. The bottom of the box was wet, but it's still okay. The pages are a little wrinkled. I think my grandson was in the pantry playing in water, and I think water got on the bottom of the box, and so it has a registration because I guess it has a warranty on it. And then this is starter design makes fish easy, fish keeping easy. So let's see. And this is the Bio 15, has a 2-year warranty, just saw that. It still doesn't say how many gallons it is, but I'm thinking it might be 3 to 5 gallons. I need new glasses, so I'm squinching. But anyway, so I'm going to do something with it. Just don't know what. I've still got a 60 gallon I haven't set up. Everything is just on hold. There's like no timelines. Thank you, Bob. I'll check her out. So yeah, so this was my birthday gift from my kids, from my daughter and my grandkids, which was so awesome. As fish keepers, people know if they know what to get you. Anything fish related makes for easy gift buying. So I'm looking forward to setting that up. Diva, imagine how plants are gonna look in there. And that is exciting. Yes, yes. And I do have your stuff I'm going to send you. I just haven't been to the post office. Hey, Rounded Rob, good morning. Thank you, everybody, for coming. When I do these impromptu live, it's like a, roll of the dice. You never know how many people are going to show up. So I really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, but I was telling Tiffany, if that's Tiffany, I don't know if that's Tiffany or I presume it's Tiffany. I've got your stuff. I just got to get it packaged up and sent to you. So expect that soon. It's Tiff. I thought it was. I know it's funny. I could tell by the conversation. I kind of imagined that's what it was. So that is on my plate. Like I said, I still have a 60 gallon. I'm hoping with the changing of the seasons and things that I'll get inspired, to set up the 60 gallon, but we'll see. Shrimp tank is doing really good. I mean, lots and lots of babies. So shrimp tank update. I had, and I presume that they came from the plants because the aqua soil was new. The rocks were dry, which I don't know that much about microorganism biology to know how long they can live in without water or whatever, certain organisms. But I ended up with what I think were leeches in my shrimp tank, and I was freaking out. But so I did some research and found out that the best way to get them out is manually remove them. So every time I look at that tank, I am searching it, and I've got some long tweezers, and they're hard to catch too. Yeah, leeches suck. That's pretty good. So I think I got them all out. God forbid Very cool birthday gift. Much love and respect. My day has started, and this has been a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. So I think I got them all. I don't know. Like I said, I think they may have come in on the thank you, Bob. Bob is amazing. I think they may have come in, the eggs may have come in on some plants. I don't know. And I've got plants from different sources. So it's just all a part of fish keeping when you bring something in, even if I would have quarantined them, the plants. I mean, well, there was nothing in that tank for almost a month. So, and those leeches were hard to catch because when you try to catch them, they contract. They're almost like earthworms. Um, so yeah, and I guess they were leeches. I don't know. They may not have been, but I think they were. Um, hey, redfish, bluefish, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. So let me talk about something real quick before I forget. So if I don't know if you guys know, but I am a person with a variety of. I'm a person of mixed heritage. I identify as African American, but I also have um, Latinx blood, and I also have Native blood, both on my maternal side and my paternal side. Latina on my father's side, and Native on my mother's side, her father. And so, because of that, I am very in tune with the Native community. I don't consider myself Native, but I am vested in the challenges that First Nation people go through and Native people go through. And so I purchased these earrings, which I hope you can see them. And they are representative of murdered and missing Indigenous women, MMIW. And I actually purchased them from this person on Instagram. And so if you'd like to go check it out and support the cause, part of the proceeds are going to the Murdered and Missing Indigenous Women Fund. I would appreciate it. I feel as though injustice, as Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is, I just forgot the quote, but injustice anywhere is injustice. I'll have to look up the quote. It just left me. Matter of fact, I'm going to look it up. But basically, whenever there's injustice, no matter what the community, no earrings, Bob. Thank you. Same shard Cherokee. No earrings, but how awesome. Yeah. So I am Seminole Indian. My grandfather was half Seminole. Um, and so from Lake County, Florida. And so that is that part of my biology. Um, thank you. Thank you. Anywhere is a threat to just. Thank you so much. I just totally, it was in my head as soon as I got ready to say it, but maybe I need more coffee. Thank you so much, RGRB. I appreciate that. So, and sometimes these things fly under the radar as far as some of the things that are going on. So I ask that if you're a prayerful person, that you pray for our country because we are at a pivotal moment. If you are a spiritual person, I ask that you send light and thoughts for our country because we are going through some things, and I don't like to get political in my stream, so I will not. However, I cannot just totally ignore that we are a very, I feel like we are at a moment of what's called a paradigm shift, and that is when things are changing all around us of great change. And so I'm going to just leave that there. And I just ask that you be mindful of those things, no matter what what your beliefs are or your leanings. But anyway, so back to the shrimp tank. So the shrimp tank is doing really well. Um, I mean, like I said, I got babies everywhere. Peace and love to all. Thank you. And so that's good. The shrimp jar I'm going to be breaking down. I'm slowly but surely removing all the shrimp from that tank, and I will be getting a betta to go into that tank. That tank was originally built for a betta or created for a betta. My girl Esmeralda, may she rest in peace. She was an apricot placat. Try to say that 10 times quickly. So I will probably be getting a placat because that tank has a big piece of driftwood in it. And I don't want to get anything with like really long flowy fins because, the fins could get damaged in some of that hardscape. So as I continue to move the shrimp out, I will be putting a betta in that jar. It will become a betta jar again. Everything else is doing good. All my other tanks are doing really well. Had a little battle with some hair algae in a 36-gallon bow front because sometimes when I go to clean the tank, it will be in sleep mode. And in order to clean it, I have to tap the button and put it on. And I forget to tap the button to put it back in whatever mode it was in. And so that tank has a lots of nutrients in it for some reason, even though it's heavily planted. Placat bettas are my favorite. Yeah, I really like them. And so I had some battles with the hair algae. The nutrients in that tank, I just don't understand. I mean, it's at one point, I know that a lot of it was because I was putting a bunch of root tabs in it. But now I don't know what's causing all the nutrients. I don't know. But anywho, placots are cool. Still a lot of wild trait. Yep. Yeah, I really love the placots. And so, so the 36-gallon bow front is doing good. My puffers are doing good. I have run into a challenge though with my puffers as far as sourcing food for them because for some reason the black worms are not doing well. I don't know if it's because of the delay in shipping or what, but I even went online to see if I could find somebody that was selling them, but my local LFS where I was getting them from doesn't have them anymore. The assistant manager told me that they were getting them and they were dying in like a couple of days, so they stopped getting them. And my puffers really love those black worms, and so that's a challenge. So I've been feeding them frozen food, but I have to be very careful because they're kind of picky. Because after having live food, they were just really like loving the black worms. Well, when I use the frozen ones, they don't like them as much. They don't gobble them up as much, and so I have to be really careful because if they don't eat them and once they kind of hit the ground, they might like eat on them, but sometimes they don't. They go bad and spoil in the water, and it affects my water quality. Snails, and often, yeah, I have tons of snails. That's what I've been supplementing their diet, well, feeding them lately. Is snails. I do have dried bloodworms too. Um, I think they just got spoiled. It's interesting because your fish can get accustomed to a certain type of food, and they will some fish will turn their nose up to, once they kind of have something. But So yeah, no, I have tons of snails. Actually, yeah. So people who complain about having infestations, it doesn't bother me one bit. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I even put on a little lipstick today. Thank you, Bob. You're so sweet. Thank you. So yeah, I have the snails, yeah, galore. So that's what I've been actually trying to supplement their diets with is a lot of snails. It's just getting down in there and I don't listen as a fish keeper. I have no problem putting my hand in fish water, but it can be a little bit of a challenge because I do have deeper tanks. So if they're not like up around the top, I have to, and then the one thing I do think about when I'm working with my tanks is because I put, the weather is dry, so I've been putting on lotion. So I have to wash my arms down first because I don't like the lotion, and some of the lotions are perfumed and whatever. And it may not even make that big of a difference. It's just something I'm conscious of. So before I do that, I have to make sure I wash my with just water, no soap, but just wash my arms down before I reach into those tanks because they are deep. Yep. Yeah, I always do. Thank you. You all are so sweet. That's why I like to do streams. I really miss it. I miss interacting with my friends, and chatting with you guys, finding out what's going on. And it's different, but I am a resilient person and I'm working very hard to be a good grandmother. I have a child in my care now. And so I'm really very conscious of my spirit and my attitude because I know that, you know, whatever I'm going through or whatever my mode is or mood is, that it's going to impact him. So I'm trying to stay very positive. And he is the sweetest little guy. Oh my God. He tells me I love you like 100 times a day. I feel very blessed. And this little guy's been through a lot. So his birthday's coming up next week. I'm looking forward to that. I'm just going to have a little small gathering of immediate family. But we have a countdown calendar. So we've been marking off the days. And, I've heard before, which I've been very active in all my grandkids' life pretty much. I try to be grandma extraordinaire because I had a wonderful grandmother and a wonderful mother that taught me that. And so we've been marking the days off the calendar, and he's just so excited because his birthday, excuse me, is coming up Wednesday. And every time we mark off a day, because when we first started, I think he first started talking about it like in July. So we've been doing this now for 3 months. And like in July, he was like, "Oh my God, that's so far away. Oh my God." Well, now he's like seeing that it's like in a few days. So he's like super excited. That's like all he wants to talk about. He's 5. He's 5. Yeah, so he's pretty excited about his birthday, and I'm excited for him. I ordered his cake yesterday from my favorite bakery, which I miss going to my favorite bakery. I love, as you can probably tell from these very voluptuous arms, I love little Ozzy's. Kinko's birthday is Tuesday, and Rob 93's birthday is Wednesday. Libra, yeah, Libras are. Oh, my son's birthday is coming up, and my granddaughter. My son's birthday is on the 7th, and my grand is on the 14th, and my other granddaughter's on the 7th. Oh, that reminds me, I need to get online and find something for her. But yeah, early birthday to him. Thank you, Maria. You're such a sweetheart. Such a cool little guy. Thank you. Yeah, he is. He is just full of energy. Emma's birthday is October 3rd. Oh my God. Wow. A lot of fall babies. yeah, but he's just, I mean, he's very smart, very intuitive, just really just a great kid. Just keeps, what I was saying was, they say that being around little ones keeps you young. Well, he definitely keeps me on my toes, that's for sure. And so that is really good. Good morning, Letha E. Welcome, welcome, little. Yep. Morning, morning, morning. Oh, you don't have to do that, Maria. You're so sweet. Yeah, so I'm really excited for him to have his birthday. He loves Sonic. And it's so ironic because my kids who are in their, one is almost 30, 30, I mean, 30-ish. Um, they were heavy into Sonic, and the fact that Sonic is still popular just blows my mind. Which I love Sonic too. I used to play that game for hours. I just played it for hours, hours and hours. Fixing breakfast for my grandbabies, just listening. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, those grandbabies, they're something. They're something. They just, I don't know. Like I said, all my grandkids, I've always been very active in their lives. I mean, from infancy on, my oldest grandson is 17. And, just watching him become a young man has just been amazing. The things that they talk to me about now blows my mind. They do TikToks, which are funny, always thinking of good, funny ideas. Oh yeah, they're tell her happy birthday, Lisa. Oh, that's so sweet. 3 years old. Yeah, that they're maybe it's just me, but it seems like they are far more advanced than their their parents were. I mean, he is so in tune with everything. I mean, he is just really like, I sometimes he says stuff to me and I go, "What?" Like I can't believe that, they're very observant. That's why, I tell people all the time, they are listening to your conversations. They are watching, they are paying attention to what you're watching on TV. They are, I mean, your habits, your behaviors, your whatever, they are tuned in. And he's going to be a fish keeper too. He's going to be a fish keeper. I can already tell. Because he's always asking me about the aquariums. He is like just totally like loving that. I'm actually waiting for him to ask me, can he have his own aquarium? That I'm just waiting on that. Who knows? Maybe we'll turn this into an aquarium for him. Frozen Party, always a great choice. Oh yeah, Frozen. Yeah, my granddaughter was the queen of Frozen. Oh my God. Yeah, Frozen. Oh my God. So when she was like 3, when Frozen first became popular, I wasn't as aware of it as because it was fairly new. And she knew that song word for word at 3 years old and would just come out and just start singing it. And I was like, what is she singing? And so during that time frame, their mother started working on the weekends, doing a lot of overtime, and I was keeping them while their mother was working. And so I had to get Frozen because, of course, she wanted to watch it like 500 times. I mean, she was just totally infatuated with it. And that's when I fell in love with Frozen and actually watched Frozen 2 with them here at the house when it came out. It's a good little movie. I love animated movies. I love animated series. Right now, I'm binge watching one. I'm really into sci-fi and fantasy, so anything that's science fiction related or fantasy related. I love it. Everything was Elsa over here for the longest because, yeah, Elsa. Oh my God. Elsa and Olaf. Yep. Saw the first Frozen. You did, Bob? Yeah, we have frozen everything. It's our job to spoil our. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. So I was a very spoiled. So I was the first grandchild, and I had three aunts that were teenagers or still living at home. I think they were like 15, 16, and 17. One was like a senior when I first came to Ohio. And they spoiled the crap out of me. Oh my God. When I look back on it, I mean, because I was the only grandchild and I was the first grandchild. So I was rotten, rotten, and still am rotten to the core. I mean, oh my God, they would take me shopping every Saturday. Um, my favorite, so I don't know if anybody's familiar with this. I think it's regional, is Frisch's. And so they would take me to Frisch's, which was a place like Sonic is now, where you would drive up and then the car hop would come out and get your order and then bring your food. And so every Friday we would go to Frisch's and we would go and I would always get the same thing. And I would always have to have like an orange soda. I don't know what kind of orange soda it was, but I always had to have orange soda. And so, yeah, so my grandma and my aunt spoiled me. Yeah, definitely spoiled. And it's fun. I mean, I have it to give. I'm very blessed as far as being able to buy things for my grandkids and my kids. And so I definitely use me and Amazon. It's so funny because I told somebody, I said, you know what? I said, I don't even think Amazon has to look at my address. They just see my name and they know where to come. Like, because my Amazon Prime account has been a godsend. I have ordered so much stuff. Matter of fact, I just got 3 more packages from them. And I noticed from my friends on Facebook that I'm not the only one. So Amazon, I think, is doing really well because of people ordering things. I don't think I've been in a regular like retail store like Macy's or anything. And I can't even remember the last time I was in Macy's. I can't even remember. I'm glad you agree because everyone said they thought it was great. I wasn't sure if it was just me. Yeah, so anyway, so yeah, his birthday's coming up. We're excited about that. He's excited about it. I know that on Tuesday night, he's going to be driving me insane. I'm already preparing myself. He's going to be like, oh, my birthday's tomorrow. What are we going to do? And I know it's going to be crazy. It's going to be hard to keep him focused. That's for sure. Yeah, but I just wanted to get on here. It's 10:39. I'll stay on till 11 and just say hello. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're guarding your spirit. I hope you are doing things you love. I hope that um that everybody's staying safe and healthy. That is my hope for you because I know it's been, like I said, a challenge for me, but I'm very blessed. So what I've been doing lately is when I get up in the morning, because I deal with anxiety, is just remind myself, of course, I do my prayers, but just remind myself just how blessed I am. Right now, what many of us may not feel as blessed, but even no matter what we're going through, there's little nuggets of blessings. Thanks for the kind words, Diva. You're welcome. Um, and so I just remind myself how blessed I am, as far as being able to work from home. That is a big blessing. I mean, because it would be really a challenge to go to work and then try to, come back home and homeschool him. I mean, I work like 40 minutes from where I live. So I have that's almost 2 hours out of my day. I'm in the car. And so, just being here, I'm saving money on gas. My car, not putting a bunch of miles on my car. My insurance has gone down. I mean, there's just so many things. And, you know, and then, just looking at the little things, I know that, there's big blessings, there's smaller blessings, there's things that we don't even think about, but and then I've been doing little random acts of kindness. So I've been trying to support some people, some in the fish community, some not, as far as just general support. I won't go into any details. Hey, Nessa Boo! There's my Nessa. How are you? How are those beautiful girls in Brandon doing? Happy Saturday. So Nessa posts pictures of her on the lake. I'm so jelly. Oh my God, I would love to be out on the water right now. They are so beautiful. Thanks for sharing those, Nessa. They always brighten my day. Yeah, and so it's just been really like a struggle. But I'm working through it and doing different exercises, I'm getting into yoga, which is quite interesting because we have free online yoga classes through my job. So I'm learning some yoga. So I'm hoping that helps. I'm not meditating as much as I used to because I really need to be like by myself when I meditate because I'm very easily distracted, as you probably know. But definitely we all are doing great. Thanks for the warm welcome. Lake is one of my favorite places. Yeah, there's something, especially for us fish keepers, there's just something definitely, if you're aware about water. I've always wanted to live near water. I've always wanted to have a house near a lake or even a stream. I did at one time live near water, but I haven't for a very long time. But there's just something about water, and I guess it's because of our biology, that's just so very calming. Just so very calming. And I think that's part of us as fish keepers, those of us that keep fish. It's, you know, just sitting in front of our aquariums and listening to the water or looking at the water, I think has to be very calming. So that's a blessing, to have our aquariums. So yeah, but other than that, I'm trying to think anything else going on. Not a whole lot. Just me finding things to binge watch. I've been doing some reading. This particular book I found, it's funny because it was at this particular book, Comfort and Encouragement Guide, and this is from the Anxiety blog. This was at Lowe's. And you know how when you're standing in line, they put books and stuff there because they know people are going to grab them. Um, and this one, I'm just going to read from the back of it. It says, "For the anxiety blob in all of us, everyone's a little anxious sometimes, especially these days, and that's okay. This journal's got your back, loaded with thoughtful prompts and fun activities to calm your mind, soothe your soul, and bring you comfort during trying times. This delightful digest created by Neona Hoffman, or Nanea, Nania, I don't know, founder of the popular Sweet Pants and Coffee community, can help you feel good about yourself again, even when your brain says otherwise. Everything's going to be fine. Just make sure you've got coffee." And so it includes prompts to refocusing facing thoughts, activities to ground you in the moment, the anxiety blob guide guide you to your journey and so much more. And so it has like different little things like and this is not sponsored, of course, breathing exercises. Um, Take 5 minutes and get comfy. Stories are self care. Remember, worries are not prophecies. So it's got some good little stuff. So I don't know about your Lowe's or Home Depot, or maybe you could find this online. I think it was like $4.99 when I bought it. Um, yeah, but it's a cool little book. Sounds like yeah, it is. It's a cool little book. It's got some cool stuff. And I am all about self care because I understand, um, that I need to do that right now, especially with my anxiety. So it's just been a lot of work. But if you take a half hour, just think a half so fun and soothing. Yeah, just take a half hour and work on yourself, set aside some time. And I know we're all very busy still. Emoji super sticker guy. Wait a minute. I missed something. It is the blue emoji sticker guy. Girlfriends on Netflix. Oh, okay. And Sister Sister. I'm just going back through, making sure I didn't miss anything. Haven't seen your new rocks. Yeah, I've still got them in the box, Bob. I think they're going to go in the definitely the 60-gallon, which I wanted to be a heavily planted tank, but because of those beautiful rocks, and my mind changes. Um, but I think because of the colors of those beautiful rocks, I'm going to do white sand. That's the plan right now. So that tank, I have changed what I want to do with that tank several times. Um, First, I wanted to put all my hill streams in there because I had the scud problem. But then I got the quarries and they kind of took care of the scud problem. So I might put because my amicas are in a 30-gallon right now. So I might put my amicas in there and just the rocks and the sand. I don't know. They're just so beautiful. I just want them to be those rocks. Thank you, Bob. So if you all don't know, check out my video. I don't know which one I'll probably put it, but Bob sent me some beautiful, I think it's called snowflake stone. And they are the most beautiful rocks. I still got like 11 minutes. Stand by. I'm going to go get them. I want everybody to see them, how gorgeous they are. Ooh. Show and tell. So my good friend, and I don't use that term lightly, Bob and I are good friends. Bob Kaler was at one of his LFS, and forgive me, Bob, because I don't remember what it's called. I know it has one of those little catchy names. And he was showing me these rocks, and I just had to have them. So these are called snowflake stone, if I recall, Bob. But these are absolutely gorgeous. And this is the big one. Woo! Hope I don't break nothing. Don't break nothing. Don't break nothing. Don't break nothing. This one. Whew, is heavy too. How gorgeous is that? So this is what Bob was asking me about. Ooh, that's heavy. Woo! And then here's another one. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull my camera down. Ooh, don't pay attention to the messy couch. I'm in the office, which has a casting couch, for lack of a better term. So yeah, these are the stones Bob sent me that are absolutely stunning. Yeah, they are amazing. The small ones could look nice in the bio orb. I know, but I wanted to do like a grouping. I don't know. I'll have to wait until I get them in the tank. I know this one will be like up like this. And then I don't know, but I want, as you can see, they have the white. So I thought that, and I'm all about aesthetics. When I'm decorating a tank, I move stuff around. So the rocks and the hardscape, they're like furniture. So you have your room, and then your hardscape is your furniture or your furnishings. So when I put, Bob, put in the chat where those rocks are come from, because I can't think of the name of it, and I don't have the paperwork in here. I probably took it out and put it somewhere. Ooh, I need to wrap these back up. I'll do it later. Bob's going to put a link in to where I got these from, but it's one of his local fish stores, and he was doing a live, and I saw them. Good morning, Vanoski. Thank you. Hey, Big Easy. Mark, how are you? Thanks for coming. He did put the link in chat. Oh, he did? I don't see it. Did he put the link in the chat? Oh, he put the name. Oh, okay. So yeah, Aquatic Aesthetics. So, and they do have a website. Thank you, Bob. But Bob was at his LFS, and I said, "Oh my God, I love those." And Bob was like, "I'll get those for you." And so Bob sent them to me. So that's why I say, well, he's a good friend otherwise, because we've worked on some projects together, but that's a really good friend that'll get something for you and ship it to you. So I appreciate you, Bob, so much. Thank you. Yeah, so those are going to go in the 60-gallon with white rock. So back to my building a room conversation. So when I put my tanks together, for me, it's like decorating a room. And so your hardscape is your furniture, your furnishings. And so I'm thinking about the aesthetics. I'm not just putting things in there. Oh, does this fit here? No, I'm looking at the big picture. I step back and look at it. I guess that's what aquascaping is, but I'm super, super like, I'm just having a hard time. I need more coffee, but OCD about it, like super duper tuned in. Love doing it, Shar. Thank you, Bob. And so I'm just super duper tuned in when I'm doing that. I have OCD, which goes along with everything else that I deal with. And so when I start putting them in, I'll get them whatever, but I just thought that would be beautiful on white rocks, white sand. Now, could I possibly change my mind? Yes. So the rocks are like the carpet, or the gravel is like the sand or whatever is like the carpet. And then you build from there. And then, like, you got your plants and your hardscape, your driftwood. So that's how I kind of approach it. Is Diego here? Hey, Pet. Hey, Diego. I tried to find your I am having a hard time this morning. I tried to find your text message because I need to order some stuff, get some stuff from you, and I was going to ask you about your put your link in the. So Diego has Petsonics has amazing things, pet supplies. So please check him out. Um, but I was going to text you because I need some algae wafers, and then you had told me you were going to be doing those succulents, and I haven't. I guess I didn't have to be lazy to go look, and I can still look if you've got them on your new website. But put your website, Diego, both your websites in the chat, please. So share, share, share. Oh my God. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm building a room. So I'm just trying to think about it. So the sand and everything is the carpet, and then you kind of build from there. That orb is probably going to be, I think I'm going to do it heavily planted. So because of that, I'll probably use like fluval soil or something like some type of aqua soil, so I can have lots of plants. Because so I've always used inert inert gravel or sand for my tanks. Have for years, because I just wasn't really into the aqua soils and things like that. But the way that I have seen my 10-gallon take off and the way the plants, matter of fact, I have a Pontageton in there that I'm going to have to take out because it's just taken over. You can't even hardly see the shrimp there. It's just taken over. I mean, which I know that they get really big, but this thing has grown in leaps and bounds. And so because of the growth I've seen, and I haven't had some of the challenges that I have with using the root tabs. So definitely we'll probably put aqua soil in the bio orb for that. And then I don't know. When I start working on it, I haven't really thought about it that much, but usually I have like a plan in my head. And sometimes when I set up my 55-gallon, I actually had a drawing of what I created, like a drawing of what I wanted to look like. Thank you, Nessa. Thank you. I had kind of like a drawing of what I wanted the 55-gallon to look like with the plants and everything. So for sure. So yeah. So that's pretty much, I don't want to hold you guys too long. I might go a little over an hour. But fish, garlic in our tanks, fish poo for our plants. Yep. I mean, it's a personal choice. I mean, but I have really had really good success with that. And so I will um probably put some aqua soil in that tank. Matter of fact, I bought the big bag, the extra big bag. I don't know how many pounds it was of the aqua soil for the 10-gallon. I've got quite a bit left, so I might use that. And I've also, just as a pro tip, I don't know, somebody else might have done it. I think I've seen people talk about substrate lasagna and things like that, LRB, and also Joseph talk about substrate lasagna. I have also done like the planet, the aqua soil with an inert substrate on top of it, like with a cap, and that has worked really well. Actually, that's what I have in my shrimp jar. And that helps because you're not having to spend as much on your aqua soil. So definitely check that out. That's an option for you if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on, depending on the size of your tank. Just put the aqua soil at the bottom, and then put an inert substrate like sand or whatever. Now, it is going to come to the top, and if you have white sand, it's you're going to have some challenges. But that is also an option. Aquatic YouTuber page. I don't know if I'm on that page. You're welcome. Oh, yes, I forgot about the community tab. Okay, thank you. Thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate it. And so, yeah, so we'll see. But definitely, those are the beautiful rocks that I got from Bob Kaler of Kaler's Aquatics. Um, and so that is in the plans, that's in the work. So hopefully, maybe once things cool down a little bit and life slows down, which really, all things considered, I'm not really going nowhere anyway, but I just go to grocery store like once a week. I usually send my husband. He's actually a better shopper than I am because I end up getting a bunch of snacks. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Diego. So please check out Diego. But Diego, send me a text message because I tried to find your text to text you and let you know because I need another bag of those algae wafers. And I want to see about, did you get so Diego, have you put your succulents on the site yet? I know you told me you were thinking about doing succulents. Let me know. Even though I will go over and look, I will muster up my energy to go look. Yeah, so other than that, like I said, everything has been going really well. I have no major complaints. Do I want to go to a restaurant and eat out? Yes, I do. So bad, so badly. I miss me and the honey having date nights and things like this. But I will say that we have drive-ins here still. I don't know how many people still have drive-ins. So me and my husband doesn't like them. But me and my daughter are going to take both of our cars and a bunch of chairs, and we're going to go to the drive-in. And we're going to do, so when I was young, we would go to the drive-in. That was the thing to do. Like every Friday we went, or was it Saturday? But we would go to drive-in every week. I mean, pretty much. And there were four of us, and there's a family of six. And so, concession food is expensive. We all know that, but we also know that's how they make their money. Drive-in movies are awesome. Yes, I love them. Me too. I want a meal I don't have to cook. Well, we still get like stuff delivered, but it's just not the same. Um, that was a cool video from Chubbs. Thank you, Bob. And so, let me think. I can't even think straight right now. I am just foggy this morning. I don't know what it is. I don't know if my brain has gone into Saturday mode or what. But anyway, so we used to go to drive, and there were so many of us, and concession food could be really expensive. So my mom would cook up like a whole couple of packs of hot dogs. She would put condiments on them. My dad always liked onions. She would put like mustard and ketchup on ours. She would wrap them in foil. We would take chips. We would take our own pop. We would pop our own popcorn, and we'd have sodas. And that was a big deal. And then we would take chairs, and we could sit outside the car so my parents could sit in the car, even though we had the big old Gran Torino station wagon. But it was just a really good time. And so I've been trying to talk my husband into going for years, and he's not trying to do it. So my daughter and I decided, that's not on my screen. So my daughter and I decided that we were going to, pick a night. Let me see. Drive-ins are awesome. We have one like about 45 minutes. Ours is like 10 minutes away. It's a really nice one. And it's the type where you could sit in your car and watch either screen. So even if like the kids want to watch what's on the screen in the back, we could watch what's in the screen in the front. So it's really cool. And so my daughter and I decided we're going to do that. And so we're gonna go old school, and we're going to make hot dogs, and we're going to take all kind of snacks, and we'll let the kids, like, we'll probably, depending on what the rules are, God, the rules. Depending on what the rules are, we might go and let them just get one item or something from the concession stand, but definitely are going to do that. I used to be able to fit 6 people in the trunk of my car. Oh my God. I know people used to do that. Oh my God. And it's funny because, believe it or not, it would be so late. Like the drive-in would start at dark. And, when it would get dark, we would, so that would be like 9:30, 10 o'clock. When you think about it, that's late for kids. Well, for us, it was. And so we would wear our pajamas. We would have our little pajamas. So we had special PJs for the drive-in, like little button down with the slacks, because the girls couldn't wear like a nightgown or anything because we would sometimes be outside of the car, and so everybody would have their jammies on. And that's because by the time we would get home, might be, because if we watched 2 movies, that might be like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we would be half asleep. And my mother didn't want to have to undress us and get us ready, so we would wear our jammies to the drive-in. Don't forget the candy. Oh yeah, that's right. Gotta have that candy. Oh, I don't know. Wait a minute, Nessa. If we take candy, we're gonna be like gonna need some kind of wine or something, because those kids are gonna be bouncing off the wall. They definitely. My grandson, speaking of him, he told me the other day, because now that I'm home full time, I've been actually cooking. It's not like cereal in the morning for breakfast or my little quick egg and a whatever thing. So my grandmother used to take a piece of bread, pull out the center. I always like to eat the center. I don't know, something about the center is always good. Crack an egg in the center and cook the egg with the make toast, like skillet toast with the egg on it. And so I either do that or he would have cereal. Those were my quick mornings when I had to go to work and, I needed something quick. Well, now that I've been home, we've been having full out breakfast. Like we might have fried potatoes and sausage and eggs and biscuits. I mean, because I can do that. I can work and still cook and, nerds for sure. Oh yeah, don't forget the wine. What we do that too. Oh my God, it's a great breakfast. Yeah, my grandmother. I learned that from my grandma. And so I'm gonna check that out. Guys, let me just say this right now while I'm thinking about it. If I'm not watching your video, if I'm not commenting on your videos, I apologize. I just have not been on YouTube a lot. And I apologize. I love you guys. I'm going to try to do better, but I haven't been on, and just like I'm not streaming. So, but anyway, but since we've been home, I've been making waffles and pancakes, and, because I have the time, I can do that. I can, take a couple of extra minutes, even though I'm still answering emails, running back and forth. I can actually take my time and make a full breakfast. And so for whatever reason, he came to me and he was like, Grandma, I think I'm on a sugar rush. And I'm like, yeah, I think you are too. I think we might have been talking about candy, but he said that. He's like, oh, I think I'm on a sugar rush. And I'm like, yeah, I think you are too. So my house, the way my house is built, we have like a great room. We have a bedroom there. We have this room, which is an office. Then my master bedroom's here, and it empties out into the pantry. And then there's the kitchen. And so there's like a circle, you can come through this room and go through that room. And if you're If he was here, that's what he would probably be doing right now. That's how he gets his exercise. And so that particular day, he was just running the his little indoor track, I guess I could call it. And I was like, "You have to settle down." And he's like, "But I'm on a sugar rush." And it was just so funny that he said that. Oh, don't feel bad. I haven't been on here either. Life gets busy. Yeah, it's like I said, trying to juggle everything, but that doesn't mean I don't still love you guys. And that's why I'm doing this on this, impromptu stream on a Saturday morning. Because I miss talking with you guys so much. But yeah, so he just really cracked me up. But yeah, so I've been making full breakfast and I'm calling it the COVID-19 because I've definitely gained some weight. My jeans are definitely tighter for sure. Oh my God. So like now, so I haven't, since I'm not working and I work in an environment that requires professional dress, which means dress slacks or whatever, and, a blouse or whatever. um, we can't wear jeans on Saturday for casual day, but so I have like dress slacks. That's usually my work uniform. And now it's been like the leggings and stretchy pants and yoga pants. I'm in the same total life change for me, but I miss all the fish fam. Yeah, we'll be okay. I pray about it every day. Like, Lord, just bring us some normalcy back. We need it. We really do. Because, you know, yeah, if you were already struggling with some sort of challenge, this, situation has definitely possibly put some people in even more so. So I am praying and sending healing white light to all of you. Um, I am just a message away. Even if you just want to talk, I am on IG at Madfish Diva. Feel free to reach out because sometimes you just need somebody to talk through it. I mean, I'm not a professional counselor. I will never profess to be one, but I'm a woman of a certain age. I think I do have somewhat of a gift of spiritual healing. I am an empath as well, and I think that has also affected me because I can feel other people's feelings. Um, and so I think that's what's attributing to my anxiety because when I'm getting ready to go out, I get super anxious. I mean, I get really worked up, like where I feel it, like right here. And so I've been working through that and I have to remind myself to breathe. Now, once I get out, I'm okay, but just getting ready to go out has been a challenge. And let me remind everybody again, those that are new, these are my murdered and missing Indigenous women earrings, if you can see those. And I'm also going to put, there's a link to the young lady who made these, her IG, if you want to check her out. She's got beautiful, beautiful earrings. Um, and so, yeah, getting ready and to go out, I just get totally worked up. I mean, just like I could just feel my heart starting to race. My anxiety goes through the roof. Toad in a hole. Is that what that's called? I'm sorry. I'm just now seeing what what everybody's saying in your YouTube video. These I watched lately is math videos because of virtual learning. Oh, bless your heart, Tiff. Toad in a hole. Interesting. I can't remember what my grandma called it, but I thought she would call it. I don't know. I don't know. I might have said it earlier, but like I said, my mind's not right. And so when you get comfortable being at home, it's hard to go out. Yeah, it's hard to go out. Plus, you got to make sure you have your mask. You got to make sure this. You got to, just and people are so worked up. And like I said, I am an empath, and I just discovered this 10 years ago. I have always sensed things, whether I listen to it or not, not always, because I didn't know any better. I have always picked up on things. Always, always, always. I could sit down with somebody and I could just feel it every time if they weren't right. And I couldn't understand, like, I just thought it was just my body, I didn't think anything of it. And then finally, I was at a conference, and I was having a conversation with someone, and somehow the topic came up. And so she said, "Well, you may be an empath." And I'm like, "What's an empath?" I didn't even know about the concept. I didn't even, I might have heard the term in passing and just not thought that much about it or whatever. And so I started doing some research, and I am 100% an empath. Um, I mean, I've always been just super in tune with things. I've never heard the name of it, but it's a good one anyway. Yeah, it's a good one when you get comfortable. Yeah. And so I never understood that. And so lately, of late, like when I go out into the public, everybody's on like something. As the young people say, they on something. Um, and so I'm picking up on all those vibrations. I'm picking up on all those feelings. Now, once I kind of get back in my car or just kind of, and sometimes I can kind of tune it out. So that's the important thing about being an empath, being able to tune it out. What does that mean? Never. Are you asking me what an empath is? So an empath is a person that just picks up on people's feelings, um, external feelings. Like, if there's somebody around you that's in distress, you will pick up on that and you will start to actually feel that distress. You will actually, if that person is super sad, you will become super sad. And my daughter also has inherited this gift. Um, because it's funny because me and her were having a conversation and somehow the topic, she was telling me about a story about something. I'm gonna give you a prime example. This is what she told me. So she went to the funeral of a friend of ours, well, the daughter of a friend of mine's little boy. Now, she had never really interacted with this little boy at all. Um, and really didn't know him. Not that it would not be a sad situation, but she said that she felt, and she's been, to funerals before, but she said she felt such a strong, hey, big city beta, hey, what's up, Amber girl? How you doing? Good to see you. Love and hugs to you. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Tell Joseph I said hey. Um, and she said she just had this amazing, just overwhelming sense of sadness. But she really, I mean, of course, there's so empath is along with the word empathy. Okay, it's part of that. Um, but she said that, not to say that she didn't really care about this little boy and did feel sadness because he was only like 4 years old, but she said it was like an overwhelming sense of sadness. So she was picking up on the sadness of the little boy's mom, his grandma, and those around him. And she said, because she said that it was not like anything she had really, like most of the time when she went to funerals, it was people like her grandparents and her great grandparents when they passed away. So she had a direct connection with these people. And so she attributed her sadness to the direct connection. I'm an empath as well. I may be somewhere and suddenly feel sad or hurt for no reason, but it's not my reason. Absolutely, absolutely. And so she just said she never really thought that much about it until she and I somehow, I can't remember how the topic came up, but somehow, we started talking about it. And she's like, Mom, she said, after we had that conversation, I went home and I started, good morning, Danica. Welcome. I'm good. How are you? I know you're out in the West. I hope you guys are doing okay. I don't like going to hospitals because I can sense people that have, oh my goodness, and feel them wanting to come. Oh wow, that's really deep, Diego. That's really deep. Um, and so, like I was saying, she said she just felt this huge like heaviness and sadness. And she didn't have a direct connection with this little boy. She had never really met him, or, like I said, it was my friend's daughter's child, but she was going out of respect because she knew my best friend. So, um, or my good friend, but she really didn't know the little boy that well. And so I told her, and she said she went and looked it up, and it was like, oh my God, I never knew. She said, and so, if you find yourself, like I said, because I am an empath, when I go out, and that not only is sadness, that is like rage, anger, um, all the emotions. So if you're around somebody that's really like upset, and you may not even visually be able to see it on their face, but just being around them within their vicinity or within, whatever in their space, you will feel that anger and you will not understand, why am I all of a sudden feeling really angry? Why am I all of a sudden feeling, whatever? So, when you get some time, look it up. And like I said, it's a gift. And I will call it a gift, but for lack of a better term, it could be a curse too. It could be a non gift. It can be because, you have to be higher vibration people. They typically wear their heart on their sleeve and can sometimes be more susceptible to getting emotionally hurt. It doesn't. Right. Absolutely. Yes. Because I'm a very strong person. I have been through a lot. I know you can't tell just by looking at me. Maybe you can. But anyway, yeah, it has no, it's not a weakness, but there's just an in tune. You're just very in tune with other people's emotions. So yes, I was about to say it could be a gift or a curse, but I need to embrace it. Absolutely. Once you realize it, and like I said, I started doing some research after I found out, after the person mentioned it to me. Um, I just really, really like, it just started making so much sense, like throughout my whole life, like what I was experiencing, why I was so depressed, I was picking up on others. And um, so in high school, I had a friend, trigger warning. I had a friend who took his life. It pretty much debilitated me. I mean, I had already been feeling it. Something wasn't right with him for a while. And the thing is, he really didn't. I mean, I knew he was dealing with sadness. We were teenagers. Oftentimes, teenagers, their emotions are all over the place. If but I had no clue as to how bad it was. I just know that when I would be around him, I would just feel this overwhelming something, like whatever. And so to this day, and I had survivor's guilt for many years, many years. Um, and so after it happened, I couldn't understand what was going on with me. And just think, this was 10 years ago that I found out that I was an empath. I always felt like something was different about me, but I didn't know what. I always just felt different. I never fit in, or felt like I fit in. Ozzy and I love to research that type of gift, Diego. Your psychic medium. Exactly, Nessa. She's a total badass lady. Love Diva. Oh, thank you, guys. Stop it. Love you all. You all are amazing too. Because you're here and you're my friends, and I love you. Um, and so, I've always felt like I was different. I always never like fit in. Never, was real cliquish. Matter of fact, so my little crew in high school, we were all outcasts. We were the group of outcasts. We didn't fit into the jocks. We didn't fit into the nerds. Well, we were kind of nerdy, but we still didn't fit quite in that group. We weren't total nerds because we were, but high school can be real cliquish. Hey, Big Tank Hank, thank you for coming. High school can be real cliquish, and we never fit into any of the cliques. I mean, we were all pretty much weirdos or whatever. We all had like our whatever, but we never fit in. So all of us non-fit in people, there was like 5 of us, we like became good fast friends because we all kind of felt the same way because we didn't really fit in. We just, like I said, we really didn't. We didn't fit in. We wouldn't. And so they are the ones who kind of helped me navigate high school. I mean, because we were all really close. We ended up joining me and my best friend in high school. We got involved in a club that was it was Ohio Education Association. I think it was called because we were really into like accounting because we were part of what was called intensive office education. So when I was in high school, I took 2 tracks. So my school went to both morning and had 2 sessions. And so I wasn't sure I wanted to go to college. I really didn't. Like I said, because I didn't feel like I fit in. And so I was actually on both what was called the vocational track and the pre-college track. So being on the vocational track, I took classes that involved office education, becoming a secretary. But it was intensive office education. So by the time I graduated from high school, I could do both personal and business taxes. It was intense. I went to a pretty good school. But I also had taken all the humanities and the sciences. So, because I went to school full day. So there was 2 sessions. I went both sessions. So I could do both the college track and the vocational track. And so that was it. Now my husband's getting ready to come in. So I'm going to probably be shutting this down. But anyway, so yeah, that was pretty much it. But we were pretty nerdy. We were pretty nerdy. We were, just totally, you know, we didn't fit in anywhere. We just basically, but anyway, but with that said, because I know he has something for me to do, a task, I'm going to say thank you everyone for coming. I really appreciate you, your time and love this AM. Oh, thank you, Bob. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you to everybody that came in. Please take care of yourself. Remember self care. Do some reading. Do something you love. enjoy life as best you can, all things considered. Um, and so thank you, Hank. And I really appreciate you coming. Thank you so much. I can't believe I was able to stay on here for an hour and a half. Um, and as always, well, first of all, let me give you my SOC Aquatics kiss and hashtag Fish Fam Mom, and then of course hashtag OG Squad for Bob. Um, and keep it splashy, not trashy. Diva out.